Students, today we are going to start our lesson number 3, that is machines. So beta, first of all, what is a machine? It is a device which make our work easier. We have to apply very smaller force to overcome a heavy load. That force we have to apply the force at a convenient point and in the convenient direction. It also increases the speed of doing work. Means it acts as a speed multiplier. So, first of all, beta, I have written we have to apply very smaller force to overcome a heavy load. Suppose that you are having a car. Is it possible to be lift it with the help of human effort? Is it possible? So our answer will be no. It is not possible. But the same car, if we take the help of a jack, easily it can be lifted. So car can be lifted easily with the help of a jack. So here बच्चे jack is a machine and car is load. Car is load. So on the jack we have to apply some force which we will call as effort. Effort will be force applied by us on the machine, and the weight which a machine will lift, it is called as load. Now second point I have written, we have to apply the force at a convenient point. For that, beta, you can take the example of a cycle. You are applying the force on a pedal and you see that the rear wheel, जो back wheel होता है cycle का, it moves. How it moves? Because the rear wheel जो पीछे वाला wheel है, it is attached with the pedal through a chain. Chain is there. So through the chain you are applying force, you are applying the effort on the pedal, and that motion will be given to the rear wheel. Third one is बच्चे in the convenient direction. In the villages we have seen the wells. So suppose that we have to take out a bucket full of water from the well. So we can't do it easily. So what we are using? We are using a pulley. And for that, in the to the one end of the pulley, that bucket is there, and on the other end, what is there? We are applying our effort. So our effort is in downward direction, but that bucket is moving in upward direction. We can lift a bucket full of water from the well by applying the effort in the downward direction. Then next is it increases the speed of doing work. We are using the scissors for cutting the cloth or for cutting the paper. So by applying the force at its edges, easily we can cut the cloth or that paper. with the great speed. So it act as a force multiplier and speed multiplier. Force multiplier as well as speed multiplier. But beta, always remember that a machine either can act as force multiplier or a speed multiplier. Either force or speed multiplier. It cannot be used as force multiplier as well as speed multiplier simultaneously. एक ही समय पे दोनों काम नहीं करेगी. It will do only one work at a one time. Now for force multiplier beta, always remember, for force multiplier means we have to apply smaller force. By applying smaller force, it means effort must be smaller than load. Effort is force applied by us and load that machine has to overcome. Effort will be smaller, but machine can be able to pick up the heavy load. And for speed multiplier, reverse of that, effort will be greater than load. We have to apply great effort, then only it will be able to overcome the heavy load. Then next बच्चे, some technical terms are there. First of all is technical terms related with the machine. First technical term is beta load. Already I have told you, load means, like I gave the example of car and jack. Car can be lifted by a jack. So car is load and jack is a machine. The force overcome by a machine. The force to be overcome by a machine is called load. Then second term is coming beta, that is effort. Second term is effort. So what is effort? The force applied on the machine. The force applied on the machine. Obviously that force will be applied by us. Then third is beta mechanical advantage. Secondly, their units, load and effort beta, their units are kgf or Newton. Load and effort are measured in kgf or Newton. And you are knowing 1 kgf is equal to 9.8 Newton or 10 Newton. It depends on the value of G. Next word is beta mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage. What is it? It is the ratio of, I am writing in short form, mechanical advantage is the ratio of load to effort. As it is the ratio of two same quantities, because load and effort will be having same unit, so mechanical advantage don't have any unit. Then afterward you have to remember, if mechanical advantage is greater than 1, then a machine will act as force multiplier. Act as force multiplier. For that beta, formula we are knowing, mechanical advantage is equal to load over effort. And if load will be 5, suppose that it is 5 kgf, effort is 2 kgf. So what will happen? Kgf will cancel. your answer will be 2.5. So 2.5 is greater than 1. So the given machine will act as a force multiplier. And then if mechanical advantage is less than 1, then बच्चे it will act as a speed multiplier. It will act as a speed multiplier, and for that load must be smaller. Mechanical advantage is equal to load by effort. Load must be smaller. Let it be 2 kgf, and effort is supposed that it is 5 kgf. Now beta, your answer will be 0.4, which is less than 1. So in that case it will act as speed multiplier. And if mechanical advantage is equal to 1, then it will be used to change the direction. It will be used to change the direction of force. And it is possible only if load and effort are same. Suppose that load is 5 kgf, effort is also 5 kgf. So बच्चे, your answer will be 1. So it will act as, it will be used to change the direction of force. Then after that, next term is coming beta, velocity ratio. What is velocity ratio? It is the ratio of velocity of effort to velocity of load. Now its formula, it means, will become velocity of effort to velocity of load. Now beta, we know what is velocity. It is displacement over time. So VE will be equal to DE over T, and VL will be equal to DL by T. So substitute the values. VR will be equal to DE over T divided by DL divided by T. Now beta, on solving you will get the answer as T and T will cancel. So DE divided by DL. Distance moved by effort to the distance moved by load. Again beta, because it is the ratio of two same quantities, if distance of effort is in meters, distance of load will also be in meter. It will cut, so it will not be having any unit. Then next term is work input. Sorry बच्चे, after that firstly we will discuss the efficiency. Work input beta, we will discuss firstly work input. What is work input? Work done on the machine. On the machine. And beta, on the machine, who will do the that work? It will be done by the effort. By the effort. And what is work output? Work output will be work done by the machine to overcome the load. To overcome the load. For that beta, suppose that you have to do the work on the computer. What you are doing? You are giving the instructions to the computer. It means you have to put some data. You have to give the instructions to the computer. So that will be work input. And then after that, after some time, what you will get the result out, that will be called as work output, means that result is given by the computer. Then after that beta, our next term is coming efficiency. Its symbol is beta eta. it is called as eta. It is the ratio of work output to work input. And if we have to represent it in the form of percentage, it will be multiplied by 100. So efficiency is work output to work input multiplied by 100, and it will come in the form of percentage. And always remember that beta, work output can never be greater than work input. And work output is equal to work input in case of ideal machine. If work output will be greater than work input beta, then what will happen? Our percentage will be greater than 100%, which is not possible. So for the ideal machine in which there is no loss of energy, work output will always be work input, so that the efficiency may remain 100%. And suppose beta we all are having practical machines only, so in that case work output will always be less than work input. Now beta, what are the reasons for this one? Why work output is less than work input? Because of the three reasons are there beta. First of all, maybe that machine's moving parts are rigid. Rigid means they are not weightless. They are having weight. Then second one is the string in the machine is not perfectly elastic. And beta, some frictional force may be present. So because of these reasons, work output is always less than work input. So some part of energy will get wasted, and that wasted energy will come in the form of heat. It will appear in the form of heat. So its moving parts become hot. So moving parts become hot. Today beta, up to here we are going to do next lecture. We will do our next relation. So moving parts become hot.